annoying. You know, like every time when it was getting deep, you leave.
I don't give a flying
Babe,
like.
Well, I'm done
give a
too.
flying
Let's go get the drink because I'm done too.
Just...
Oh no, are you taking her away from a situation? The irony.
Elizabeth and Andrei don't even need hours to contradict themselves. They do it in under a minute.
That's gotta be some kind of record.
Ooh, the couple we love to hate strikes again on part 2 of the Happily Ever After tell-all.
Like, what a hypocrite.
Elizabeth and Andrei have lost almost everyone around them. Family, friends.
I was her, last real friend.
Damn.
For years on this show, we've always seen them uniting against some enemy. For many, they've become the most infuriating couple on 90 Day. And it makes me wonder, what's really going on beneath all the chaos?
They push everybody away. Every friend, every family they have, everybody. They just push everybody away.
Yeah, and somehow the chaos becomes their connection. It's a cycle that keeps repeating. Let's talk about it.
It's Malicia.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Malicia. A second recap will be coming later this week on the other must-see moments from part 2 of the tell-all, so be on the lookout for that. But first, I felt called to do a deeper dive on Andrei and Elizabeth, especially after their behavior on part 1 and 2 of the tell-all. And after I saw a poll online asking what couples would you like to see off the show. And a lot of people said Elizabeth and Andrei.
Shocker.
They've been on our screens for 8 years, and it feels like their relationships with others haven't improved at all. It seems to have gotten worse. So in this deep dive, we're gonna look at their behavior during part 2 of the tell-all and other moments that give us clues to what could potentially be keeping them in these toxic relational patterns. At the top of this week's episode, Andrei is talking about the text messages Lauren sent Elizabeth about Alex that he allegedly read, and he is insisting on airing them out.
Plenty of material, Sean. She says Alex compares me to other women. He goes around the bar. He doesn't want to come home.
Andrei is so busy trying to prove he's not the worst person amongst this group, instead of just being a good person. By the way, Lauren did an Instagram live the other day where she addressed Andrei's claims that he read a text message between her and Elizabeth where she talked about Alex going to a bar and not wanting to come home.
You go to bars without me?
Oh, I'm not talking about this.
We're gonna just say it one time and one time only. Alex and I don't go out without each other.
So Andrei straight up lied.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What the is wrong with you?
Why you diss everybody around you?
Let's go outside, fight. I don't give a
Andrei, calm down.
Temper tantrums.
Alex said, I'm not even about to entertain this nonsense. Relax. And what is fighting going to do? Seriously, what is that gonna do? This brings us to clue number 1.
Hear ye, hear ye.
The 90 Day Drama King, ladies and gentlemen. I'm convinced he loves it. Andrei seems to thrive off of drama. I did some research on why people genuinely feed off drama, and I learned that chaos can make them feel powerful, relevant, or in control. Ding, ding, ding. It makes sense. The cycle I've noticed between Elizabeth and Andrei is that he escalates something, Elizabeth gets distressed, then he swoops in and converts her fear and frustration into loyalty. It's like as a couple, their bond has turned into something that is built through drama. Their closeness seems to come from them reacting to conflict together. And when a bond relies on chaos and distress, everyone else is pushed away because no one wants to be part of that exhausting, high-tension dynamic. It's like there's always a potential argument waiting to happen. Sean asked Yara and Jovi who do they think takes the blame for the conflict between Andrei and Elizabeth and Lauren and Alex.
Y'all went behind her back and exposed information?
Yeah.
Y'all.
Which is a little unfair.
Y'all?
No, y'all.
You sure about the y'all part?
Andrei, let's say that.
Did Elizabeth forget that she was being filmed when she announced that Alex allegedly body shames Lauren? We saw it.
Let me tell you.
Wait.
Yes.
How you body shame her?
So yes, it's y'all.
Yara, do you want to weigh in on this?
I would have been like, girl, don't talk to me like that. She asked Yara to weigh in like she knows whatever Yara says is going to make her look better or justify her actions. And it's not. Why is she so out of tune with what's going on?
Aren't you put me in the middle when you say that she said he was a horrible person? I never said that. You lie about that. I never said
I did
that.
not lie about that. Maybe it was Jovi that said it.
You know, I'm starting to think Elizabeth and Andrei have become so used to getting into it with people that they just go through the motions of an argument. They just do the dance without really listening, reflecting, and focusing on finding a solution. It's like being at odds with someone has become a habit of theirs. Like it's become so common for them that they need it to feel alive.
Who called me a horrible person?
Nobody.
But why did you apologize to it? That's what I don't understand.
Exactly.
She apologized for calling him a dick. There goes her selected memory.
You can't recall
I called him a
you
dick.
called your best friend.
All I'm doing is
a horrible
apologizing.
man?
Elizabeth, I'm going to ask you the same question you asked Lauren last episode. Why are you so upset if it's not true? I want to know, why are you still upset if it's not true?
I'm sorry I called you a dick. I'm sorry your butt hurt over it. I'm
Okay,
so
your
sorry.
butt's hurt like you apologize to like
But that's
Placid.
not a real
one more
apology.
time.
I kept apologizing for 20 times.
Lauren, maybe your apologies will never be enough because you are not the issue. Moving on to clue number 2. In my opinion, another obvious issue that leads to Libby and Andrei pushing everyone away is their inability to admit to their mistakes. Let's take a look at how this is playing out with Elizabeth, who can't admit, or probably even be honest with herself, that at the time when she heard Lauren allegedly called Andrei a horrible person, she was navigating her own difficult feelings about her husband. Because they just returned from Moldova, where she learned Andrei's been lying to her about their investment property, and he lost $75,000 of their money. She felt betrayed, so much so, she left him in Moldova and took the kids with her. So after the trip, when she learned that her bestie Lauren, who knew nothing about what happened in Moldova, thinks poorly of her husband, she seemingly felt exposed. So she attempted to expose Lauren and Alex by alleging that Alex body shames Lauren. She's directing all her anger and frustration to everybody else when the root of the problem sleeps in her bed.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
You and I had connected on like, oh, we're not fake. We don't like plastic surgery.
Andrei just can't be quiet, can he? If there is drama, he needs to be part of the action. And she is fake.
You and I had connected on like, oh, we're not fake. We don't like plastic surgery. We don't like Botox. We don't like fillers. We don't agree with that stuff, right?
Not the camera panning to Darcy. Awkward. And maybe Elizabeth needs to get some work done. Maybe she'll feel better about herself, instead of continuously trying to bond with someone over downing other women. She tried to do the same thing with Yara in the bathroom at Lake Placid.
Honestly, Yara, though, like, I feel like you and I just, like, we're so much more calm.
No drama.
And we, like, are no drama and we click better, you know what I mean?
She tried to bond with her over bad-mouthing Lauren. Elizabeth continued to explain how she and Lauren bonded over not being women who get plastic surgery done. And Lauren agreed.
And then you're like, I'm getting a tummy tuck.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna get this, liposuction, this, that. I was confused.
Or were you mad because you really wanted it to? Because where is this coming from? I thought we were talking about your husband being called a horrible person.
I've never wanted that stuff. But after I had my 3 kids, I did need the tummy tuck because I had the abdominal diastasis, which I openly shared with the world.
If this was your best friend and you were genuinely confused, why not talk to her about it at the time instead of judging her? As a woman, she should know. We can feel good about our body one day and the next day we don't. And I can only imagine how that roller coaster can be after having 3 children back to back. If she wants to accuse Lauren of being fake for doing that, I think she's also fake for not privately talking to her about it.
Elizabeth, you stand by telling Yara to watch out for Lauren.
Of course.
Elizabeth is about to put her foot in her mouth.
Here we go again.
She says she stands by telling Yara that because Lauren keeps saying she doesn't trust her. And when Elizabeth asks, she doesn't explain why, which is just simply not true. Lauren has made it clear she felt like Elizabeth broke girl code because she publicly alleged that Alex body shames her after their private conversations as friends. We've been talking about this for weeks. They just finished talking about it on the stage. Elizabeth says even though Lauren denies that Alex body shamed her, she's still mad. And that doesn't make sense to her.
So that is a person that you cannot trust.
But you think that Yara should not trust Lauren?
Of course not.
I didn't say trust. I didn't use that word.
You just said it.
You just said it
You
like
just
10
said it.
times.
Let me just say this. It is okay to be wrong. It's human. It is okay to overreact sometimes. It's human. I think giving yourself permission to be wrong is one of the most freeing things you can do. It builds trust. It makes life less messy because you can move past drama quickly. And it also feels good to release the tension and own up to it. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable for a moment, but people end up gaining more respect for you, and you end up gaining more respect for yourself when you can admit that you were wrong or you took things too far. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. I've had to work the muscle a few times on this platform. It happens. And usually once you own up to it, people move on.
You're so twisted on all your lies and all your conspiracies and thoughts.
You hurt us.
Lauren brings up how she heard that Andrei and Elizabeth told Yara and Jovi that they had to pick between them or her and Alex. And Andrei confesses to that ultimatum.
It seems like there's a lot of fakeness going on, so I was like, okay, let's figure it out.
I don't think that it's fair to put you in a position, choose, like, are we in high school?
Somebody is stuck there emotionally for sure. Sean asks Yara, does she consider herself to be Lauren's friend? And she says yes. But when she asks if she's Elizabeth's...
Are you friends with Elizabeth?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure.
She didn't want to say no to her face. I don't think she wants to be Elizabeth's friend. This is too much. I wonder what Elizabeth's childhood was like. I know her parents divorced, which I've seen with some children. When it's their time to get married, they're really big on loyalty and staying even if things are unhealthy. Also, seeing her family dynamics play out on the show over the years, conflict seems to be normal for them. I'm just curious about her tolerance for drama. It's high. And it's still wild to me that now she only talks to her dad, Chuck, and her sister, Becky, out of her big family we used to see on the show. And she seems to be okay with that. Host Sean Robinson says next episode, Lauren's friend Noga, who got into it with Andrei at Lauren's housewarming party, is going to join the conversation, which is actually what really started the drama between this forced Florida friend group. Because Libby seemingly felt embarrassed about Lauren and Noga calling Andrei out for his disrespect.
Andrei, were you being a dick?
Probably.
All right, when everyone gets back to the house, Jovi makes it his mission to make Andrei and Alex friends. At this point, I'm hoping a producer is encouraging him to do this because why? Jovi can have a good time and have his drinks at the house without them being friends. Andrei asks Elizabeth if she wants to join, and she says no, she's good.
All right, so I brought you guys a drink and a friend.
What friend?
Period.
No friends.
You brought yourself up there. Jovi sets a tone by asking everyone to stay civilized and let him say a few things because he feels as if he didn't have a chance to on stage because of Andrei and Lauren's back and forth. But then Andrei takes charge of the conversation, telling Lauren they should reconcile before her friend joins the conversation tomorrow.
Before we hear from that lady, from your friend, because we said
Her
that in
name
like
is Noga.
Okay, lady, whatever, lady.
call her
No,
by
that's
her
not
name.
nice, okay? It's nice. Lady is nice because she's a lady, I think.
Okay, Petty Betty. Lauren looks Andrei in the eyes and tells him wholeheartedly that she never called him a horrible person. And there is a big difference between calling someone a horrible person and a dick.
Your characteristic is a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrei has a hard time admitting he's wrong, but he's better than Libby at it. I will tell you that. Lauren goes on to ask Andrei for clarity on who mentioned the body shaming first. We know it was Elizabeth because we saw the clip. But Andrei tries to cover his wife by saying it came from the text messages.
You're dodging the question. Did you say it or did Elizabeth say it first?
I'm more mad at Elizabeth at this point because she did it and she won't own it.
Either way, Elizabeth was probably going to lose Lauren as a friend because she broke her trust. But if she owned it, she could have at least lost her with integrity. When we own things, it tells people that we can grow, we can get better. But when we don't, like Elizabeth, we can come off as snakes, untrustworthy.
In the clip that we saw today, Elizabeth said you body shame your wife.
Are we talking about this again?
Yes, because it hasn't been solved. Not everyone can ignore major problems and sweep them under the rug like you can, Elizabeth. She's talking about isn't everybody tired when her husband was the one who decided to go upstairs with Jovi. When Andrei asked if Elizabeth wanted to come, she said no. But she must not be that tired because she's up there now. Andrei tells Lauren if she wanted clarity on who said the body shaming comment first, she should have asked for it when it was first said at Yara's party. Basically, he tries to manipulate her and gaslight her.
Don't try. It's annoying. You know, like every time when we're getting deep, you leave.
You guys can't avoid each other forever.
I don't give a flying.
She's gonna care when she gets home and has no one else to call, to talk to vent about her husband. Maybe she'll call a therapist. I believe we all can use one at some point. She definitely could.
Let's go get a drink because I'm done too.
Oh no, are you taking her away from a situation? The irony.
They are leaving because all that's left to say is to admit that they were wrong. And they can't do that. This brings me to another clue to what could possibly be keeping Andrei and Elizabeth in these toxic relational patterns. From the outside looking in my opinion, sometimes it feels, most of the time it feels, like Elizabeth is so wrapped up in Andrei, which she should be to an extent, that's her husband. But to me, it comes off as if there's fear behind it. Like deep down, she thinks he's the best she can get or something. She defends him blindly, adopts his conflicts as if they are her own, cuts people off who challenges him when he's in the wrong.
He literally said you got up and left.
Yeah, I was thinking
And he just left. Like, what a hypocrite.
All I'm gonna say is at some point, when no one else is around to be the enemy, they're going to have to truly face each other, especially when the kids leave the house.
I was her, last real friend.
they push everybody away. Every friend, every family they have, everybody.
This shows that who you marry is so important. Because if someone thrives on chaos, your whole life becomes a battlefield.
I'm gonna show the world how you treated me, bitch.
Gino knows. All right, 90 Day Fans fam. It's not too late for Andrei and Elizabeth to have a redemption arc. Only one can hope. Thanks for hanging with me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. It helps me out a lot. All right, I'll see you next time.